Well, let's get going today. Thank you, Mike, for that. Welcome, everybody, to my AI Live. Today's Tuesday, February 11th. My AI Live. We're getting together every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for the My AI training. We are helping you learn social media. We're helping you learn how to connect, create better relationships, create stronger relationships online so you build your tribe. What happens when you build your tribe? You will have all the product users and business builders that you need. It's amazing how well this actually works. And truthfully, you have to be in it for the long haul. You know, with anything with network marketing, that's the one thing I've actually, well, many things I've learned from Tom Chanel. A lot I've learned from him. One of the biggest things is you have to be in this for the long haul. This isn't like you go and just instantly build a team. And the people that do usually had a network or something that they've already built. And so the principles that we're teaching you here are going to really transcend time, trends, everything else, because you're actually learning how to build relationships, how to have conversations, how to actually create the following that you're looking for to be able to get that message out. Alex Hermosi had a woman on his podcast a while back, and it was pretty amazing because everybody thinks you have to have, a million followers to be successful. And she has $1 million business with only 5,000 followers. And that's because the thing that she talks about, it's niche, but it's true to her. It's everything that is important to her. And it really is a message that helps a certain type of person, and she found those people. And so what we want to do is be able to really embrace our message and really, what I would say, own it. Own it. Until we own who we are and we own our truth, our value, what we have for the world and what we believe in, we're always going to be kind of faltering and, well, I'm kind of worried about what they're going to think, and I'm going to kind of worry about what they think. And it's that kind of thinking that actually keeps us from the success that we want. And so in utilizing this amazing My AI platform, we're able to utilize it to write the words and to express the thoughts the way we may not be able to do it on our own, and make it into a coherent message that really can transcend everything and help the people that needs to help. So everybody here has a message in your heart. You have a message of something. You have a product that you love, a business opportunity that you believe in, maybe something you've overcome yourself. Whatever that is, getting that message out is going to be the most important thing. Now, there's lots of ways you can do it. You can do it through stories. You could do it through posts. You can do through reels. You can do it through videos. You could do it on YouTube. You can do it on TikTok. You can do it on LinkedIn. You can do it on Alignable. There's lots of different ways to get your message out. Now, although the NowSite system is great, it will post all of these things. At least getting one down really pat, where you have a following, you're getting some traction, is going to really help you the most. So I always say when you're starting out, choose one platform. You can post to lots of them. I'm fine with that, especially if you're doing videos and stuff, because it takes a while to build up a library. But really choose one at least that you can really dive into, that you're responsive on, that you're posting all the time on, that you're getting the comments on, that you're responding to the comments on. If you can do that, that will start building your message out there. Now, I'm going to say a couple of words real quick, and I want you to write down real quick what you think when I say these names. Okay, everybody ready? Okay. First, write down the person's name, then check if you've heard of the person before, and then just a quick thing of what you think, right? Just a word or two. All right, ready? Mel Robbins, Joel Osteen, Oprah Winfrey, Alex Hormozi, Dr. Berg, Dr. Axe, Vince Neil. All right, we'll stop there. Any of those names you recognize? Two of them? Pamela, which two did you recognize?
Joe Osteen and Oprah Winfrey.
Okay. Would you say that they're getting their message out to the world?
Yes, they do.
Is that how you know them?
Yes.
Are you getting your message out to the world?
No.
You ready to start?
Yes.
Let's do this together. Okay. All right. So the whole reason for the exercises where we look at other people and we look at this and things like that is because the difference between them and you is consistency in their message and going after their dream. That's it. That's it. I truly 100% believe that. That's it. That's it. Because they all started at a place where they were doubting themselves, where they weren't sure they couldn't do something, where they had to make hard decisions, all of those things, right? They all had to make a choice. The interesting thing about Joel Osteen was he was actually just the behind the scenes guy. He just did video editing and all the video stuff backwards. He never wanted to be up front. When his father suddenly died, somebody had to do something. There was a decision. Whether you agree with him or not, that was, the decision. The decision was to stand up and go after his dream or go after what he believed. So every single person here has something that you have to say. If you didn't, you wouldn't be trying to be on social media. So let's start taming that tiger and getting on here. Now, let me first show you where your replay is going to be at. We're going to come over here to the official corporate NowSite group. How wonderful is this? How fun to see all of these people. All right. So official corporate NowSite group always pops up in my, there we go. This is where you're going to find all of your replays at. You want to make sure that you are a part of this group. And if you are that one lonely person over there watching it on Facebook, come on over here to the Zoom. It's much more fun over here. You can come to nowsite.online. If you want to know more about me, I'm right here. My name's Elizabeth Larson. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a personal business transformation coach, teacher, trainer, author, speaker, professional network marketer. I've been building businesses online for a very long time. Love what I do. My heart is to help you get to where you want to be. Okay, so getting our message out to the world. When you go and look at people's posts, think about the message that they're sending. I just did a training yesterday with our people talking about all the time there's one of our members, there's Vicky. Every single day, we are advertising who we are in our brand. We think our brand is this. We think this is our brand. Our banner, our cover photo, our profile picture, what we have here, the posts we make. We think this is our brand. It is part of your brand. But the rest of your brand is your message, the way you show up every day, the way you show up on Zooms every day, the way you're working together. Audrey, glad to see you, honey. See, brand. I recognize her, right? When we're here together and you're on different trainings, you're on different Zooms, you go to Eric Worre's and stuff like that, you start getting to know a group of people and you get known for things. Now, the reason why this is so important and this branding is so important and sticking with your message and staying in your values and belief is so important is because there are companies that are either going under or going affiliate or even making the decision to go into back to retail after getting out of retail to go to network marketing. Those people, many of them are going to look for a new home. They're going to look for a new family. They're going to look for a new team. They're going to look for a new leader. Is that leader you? Will you be the one who gets that phone call from any of them? Now, you will be if you're consistently your brand, inside out, day and night, online, offline, you're always your brand. That means what that means is that you're not trying to sell all the time, but you're living authentically your message all the time. So let's make our message. What is your message today? Tuesdays, I like to post a lot about transformation. I like to talk about either transformation, something thoughtful, something that gets people to think. So let's go ahead and go over here to our NowSite system. And over here, we know there's three things we do every day, right? We post on social media, we comment on other people's posts, and we start a conversation. Now, truthfully, this actually should be comment on posts, then post on social media, then start a conversation, because by commenting on other people's posts, you're warming the algorithm, to go into your favor and to get people connected with you through those comments. However, if you're first starting out, it is actually easier this way. So different things that we can do: caption and suggested image. That's when it gives us the image, of course, and the writing. Make it my own. If you ever get stuck and you're like, I don't know what I want to post, go find an upline, downline, crossline, go to me, whatever you want, and take a snapshot of one of our posts and then put it in here and it'll make one for you just like that. Selfie AI and Caption My Image are very much about us. The AI is going to look at the image and see what it is that it's going to help write about that. Short text only post, caption my video, long post and suggested image. These are ones I haven't done a little of some of these for a while now. Why do I have Instacart coming up? That's bizarre. Maybe it's time to go grocery shopping. I am out of bottled water. Okay. So long post and suggested image. This one I haven't done in a while. This one I absolutely love for telling story. Okay. Now, story sells. Story sells. And when story sells, what I mean is that I can tell you every single benefit of my product. Okay. I can tell you every benefit of starting a business. But people don't buy benefits. They buy from personal experience, your story, and connection with the story. That's why books like Story Brand and stuff for websites and things like that are so popular. That's why Coke, Pepsi, all of the big people are telling stories as they're telling their commercials. They're giving you a story through pictures. The more you can talk about your story, the more you can talk about the story of your life, somebody else's life, what you're learning, what you're doing, your transformation story. The more you talk about story, the more people that are going to connect with you on an authentic level. They're going to get to feel like they know you. So Tina Joy Carroll talks about story all the time. She's on, every stage. And she always talks about story of her life, story of what it was, story of what she's doing, story of what she's doing right in this moment. So today, as we think about Tuesday, what is the story that you can tell of something that you have learned, something that you've overcome, something that you're learning as you're going on your own journey? Some of you are in health and wellness journeys. Guess what? You don't wait to the end of the journey to tell the story. You tell the story of what's happening along the way. That's how you gain the following, right? So let's go ahead and make one for story. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just throw some things in here that I would want it to talk about, and I'm going to let it do all the writing. This works really well if you just like, I don't know what I want to post today. I know I'm supposed to post about my life or story or what I'm doing, and I don't have a clue. You just throw some things into the AI, and the AI is going to begin to help you with that, right? So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to open up my microphone. Maybe. Write me a post of my transformation, period. Talk about the day I started owning my worth was the day that everything started changing, period. The day I started betting on myself, period. The day I made the decision that I was no longer going to live low or less than what I deserved, period. The day I finally decided that I was going to stop caring about what everybody else thought and start living my life to the fullest, period. Talk about how I went from a girl who hid in fear about everything and didn't believe she could accomplish anything to having an amazing life, the most incredible friends, and everything that my heart wants. What's it generate? Oh, always says I have too many words. No such thing, unless you ask Adrian. I miss him. I gotta go have tacos with him. I gotta go visit him. So now the AI is going to, now if you put in those exact same words into your profile, what it brings out would be completely different because the AI actually learns about you. It gets to know you. It gets to know your story. It gets to know what's important to you and what you believe. Now, this is incredible, right? These are the things that are I cannot tell you enough how much story changes lives. Okay. There was a defining moment etched in my memory when my life began to pivot toward the extraordinary. This this was the day I decided to own my worth. In that instant, I got to make this bigger because I do not have. Oh, isn't that much better? Okay. There was a defining moment attached to etched in my memory when life began to pivot toward the extraordinary. This was the day I decided to own my worth. In that instant, the clouds of self-doubt, those unrelenting whispers telling me I was not enough, began to dissipate. I took a decisive leap towards the life I dreamed of, fueled by a conviction that I deserved more than what I had allowed myself to imagine. Now, it's a little long, right? Already. So, if you already start to feel it's a little long, just make it shorter. Write this in first person as if I was the story. Also, make it clear and compelling. Okay. Now, when you do your regenerations from right here, it's actually going to stay in that vein and keep the meat of what it's trying to say through the message. If you get something and you're just like, for the most part, I don't like it, then you just hit generate instead, right? So we're going to hit regenerate. And now it's going to write this again. It's going to write this in a way that is shorter and more like I'm telling a story. So let's see how it did. There was a pivotal moment in my life when I decided to own my worth, and everything began to change. Now, you hear a difference, right? It's not so wordy. It's not so, kind of like the putting too many words in there. So let's go ahead and break this up because we'd like a lot of white space, right? Those whispers of self-doubt that I was not enough started to fade away as I took a bold leap toward the extraordinary life I dreamed of. Once a girl, whoops, once a girl hidden behind fear, I never imagined that boldness and confidence would become my strengths. I stopped seeking approval from others and allowed my dreams, once shackled by insecurity, to flourish in the light of my newfound self-belief. From that day on, I bet on myself with radical trust. I'm going to stop it right there and then put some there. Okay. I declared no more living small and dove into the reservoir of talents and possibilities within me. Remarkably, the universe aligned with me. Opportunities and successes that once seemed distant became attainable with each step toward. I discovered true liberation when I stopped fearing judgment from others. I'm going to stop right there. Now, embracing my authenticity, I crafted an amazing life based solely on my aspirations. Travel, health, and personal growth have become integral parts of my journey. Today, I'm proof that transformation is achievable for everyone. We all have the power. I'm going to put some extra space in there. We all have the power to move from fear to freedom. So take the leap, celebrate your journey, and live the life you've always wanted. Now, the reason I'm breaking this up with more space in between is it's easier to digest. And it's an interesting thing when people are reading a social media post, especially when it's longer, that if the next line they can see is just really short, they'll continue reading. If it's a big chunk, they'll stop because it feels too heavy and it takes too much brain power, right? Now, the other thing I can do is add a whole bunch of emojis, right? So I can go right here and say rewrite this and add a lot of emojis. Okay. Last time, right? Now I can manually put in all the emojis I want, but many times I'll have the AI throw more emojis in there for me to make it easier for me. Now it shouldn't change the formatting too much as it's doing that, but it is going to have to examine where those emojis are. Now look, there's more emojis in here. That breaks up the black and white and makes it easier for people to read the post. So I have all this here. Now, what's the next thing to do? There's two things I can do with this post. What I would personally do for me is I would take this and number one, I would turn this into a video. It just gave me the whole layout for a video. The other thing I could do is after I do the video, I can make the post and then I can create a story from it. Now, why a video? If I have a video talking about this story, people are going to listen to it. There's only so many people who will read it, right? But many people will watch a video about it. Now, here's the last thing you could do. Want it shorter or a little bit different again? Rewrite this and create bullet points. I can change it yet again. And by asking it to make the bullet points, what I'm asking it to do is to take all the information and make bullet points out of it so it's clearer and easier for people to read. So it didn't do the greatest job of bullet points. Oh, actually, it's not bad. Okay. Yeah, not bad at all. Okay. So now I have my message. I'll continue fixing the formatting of this. And if I want it even shorter, I could say, make it shorter, rewrite this and make the points into specific bullet points all together. And then I can change it again, right? I can take one post and get every bit of meat of it for the video, then rewrite it and regenerate it into a shorter post of bullet points. Then I can take part of that and make it into a story, right? So let me go ahead and show you what this has done now. All right. A pivotal moment in my life when I decided to own, a pivotal moment in my life came when I decided to own my worth and everything changed. Self-doubt faded as I leaped forward in the extraordinary life I dreamed of. Whoa, I don't know why it's keeping right. Once hidden behind fear, I never imagined boldness and confidence would become my strengths. And for some reason, I wrote it again. That's really bizarre. Oh, geez Louise, it's actually, it's interesting. Okay, there we go. From that day on, I bet on myself with radical trust. I declared no more living small, diving into my talents and possibilities. Remarkably, the universe aligned with me. I discovered liberation in not fearing judgment, embracing my authenticity. I crafted, and you guys get the point. Okay, so again, I would not use a generic photo for any of these. I would use a photo of yourself or a video. Very, very important to have the connection of you with the story. When you use a generic photo, when you're telling a story that's deeply passionate to you, there's a disconnect there for the person. If Audrey comes on and puts this photo of her and then tells her story, that will be there's a connection there, right? If she does it as a video, even more connection. So let's go ahead and make a post of our story today. Let's talk about something that will inspire somebody else that they can do the same thing and that they would want to actually join us to have us help them do the same thing. So let's give it a shot. All right, Belinda, we're going to go ahead and open up our AI. Let's go ahead and make our post. I'm going to put 5 minutes on the timer real quick. And let's see what you guys come up with, because every single person here has a message in their heart. So I want to see what messages you can come up with, and I'm excited to see those. Let's go ahead and do our questions at the exact same time if anybody has any. And 5 minutes. All right, Pamela, did you have a question, sweetie?
Yes, good question, because I forgot. Did you not show how to do the words in a video already? I have to just go back and.
I can show you that. I did do that a couple of days ago.
Okay.
That was last Thursday, I think.
Okay.
Did a whole training on it.
Okay.
I keep saying a lot today. I think it was last Thursday we did it.
Okay. So I'll just go back and look for it.
Yeah. And I could chat with you later about it today too.
Okay. Definitely, because I have a couple of questions for you.
Fantastic.
And by the way, you look gorgeous.
Thank you. I did something different and I was very nervous. It's like I haven't worn curls in like 10 years.
It looks good on you.
It,
Oh, thank you.
it looks great.
I had
You
to
look
do a
great.
double take to make sure I was in the right Zoom.
It does. The first
Yeah.
thing, like your hair.
I was
Oh,
like,
You
oh,
look
Jaja's here today.
fabulous.
Jaja.
You're giving us
Absolutely
life, Miss
fabulous.
Larson. OMG.
Thank
You
you.
are you have gone up 100 levels. You're a new
Yeah.
Miss Larson. Where have I been?
She on another level. She on another level.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She
Thank you
te-
for your leadership and everything you give us. Wow.
10x'd her hair.
Oh my.
A movie star in the making.
I love you guys, Martina.
I came on late, so I thought, well, when I came on, like, oh, well, surely everybody has said something, so I didn't say anything. So, well,
Oh, thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate it. That means so much to me. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I guess curls is it then.
When I
That's
grow up, I
it.
want to
That's
be like
it.
Elizabeth Larson.
Oh, MJ, you're so sweet. I love you. Audrey, thank you, buddy.
yowzer.
Oh, Breezy, you guys are amazing. You guys are so good to me. I'm so blessed. Thank you. Thank you, you guys.
We take after our teacher.
Oh, now that's the best one right there. I love you so much, Cheryl. I can't even see her on my little screen today, but that voice, I will never forget that voice. That is Cheryl Clough from Lancaster, California. She is blessed and highly favored. The only way to travel. That is her branding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell us, you mean to say you've been sitting there all of these 20, 30 minutes and nobody said anything and you were starting to feel, well, nobody's saying anything. Is that how you were feeling?
No, actually, I wasn't even thinking about my hair. I was, but earlier today when because I had my hair, I did my hair like this yesterday, and I was trying something new, and I was like, I don't know. I
I
don't.
just thought your hair was growing. I said, oh, it's growing. Wish I could get my hair to grow.
Nina's
Lucky.
the person to talk to if she's not on
Oh, okay.
today, but I'll tell you when I'll tell her to come on tomorrow. She's amazing.
Well, you got to have hair before you can get it to grow. So,
That's true. That's true. Or you got to do one of the other things that people do.
oh yeah,
It's
I'm
doable.
I'm good. I'm good at that.
Like weaves and all those other things too.
Oh
So,
yeah. Maybe red or blonde next week.
ooh,
Ooh, yes.
Cheryl, I can't wait. That'd be fun. Oh, Audrey, thank you for that message in there. Oh, you're amazing. Belinda, thank you. All right. Mike, are you trying to tell me I'm going to turn into a pumpkin?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's answer a couple questions first and see if we can get some posts in here. How's everybody doing with posts? Anybody got their story done yet? It does take a little bit of time though, right? I mean, we get 5 minutes. But if you're truly going to craft this, it does take a little bit of time, and I'm actually okay with that. I love the process of making it. I really do. I enjoy it so much. I love to see what the AI comes up with. Now, here's one other fun tip. Let me show you this one real quick too. When you come over here to your posts, let me shrink this down so we can actually see again. Okay, and you come over here to the home, and then here. This is really, really neat. Now, I don't think we spend enough time on this because it seems so simplistic. But I'll tell you, there are a lot of times, like especially on a weekend or something, that I'm like, I don't know what I want to do today. And I'll just hit a surprise me. And I'll hit it over and over and over and over again until it gives me something that it sounds like, oh yeah, that's the direction I want to go today. And so if you ever get stuck in your story, if you ever get stuck in anything, just hit surprise me and just keep hitting it over and over until you get something that really, really resonates with you. So let's see what it gave us this time. Cheers to the trailblazers. It's those courageous leaders who carve new paths that truly inspire. Yeah, that's okay. But I'll hit generate again, right? Or surprise me again. And then you just do it over and over until you find something that you really like. And then play with it from there, make it longer, make it shorter, make it more compelling, put it in first person, put it in third person, whatever it is that you want to do. Make a video out of it, make a story out of it, make a series of stories out of it. Dreaming of teaching across the globe.
Siri.
Yeah, Mike?
No.
Oh. Igniting change one country at a time. Next stop on my bucket list, France and Italy, where history meets elegance. What is your dream destination? Let's share travel dreams below. So there's a lot that you can do with these things. And at first they come out and you're like, but remember, if you just keep playing with them, you can get some really terrific things. So how does the AI get to know you? Do you have to type your story and NowSite for AI to use it to know you? Okay, perfect. So that's a fantastic question. Let me go ahead and show you a couple things real quick, Brett. All right. Now, when I come over here to home and I come down here to train my AI, I can put some of my story in here, right? I can put some things in here, information that I want to share, facts and stories about my background, culture, or heritage. Now, this is my demo account, which is why it says none up here. On my real account, I did actually put in a lot of my story. But here's the thing that's interesting. This AI on this one actually sometimes gets it better than the one that I put my story into. And you know why? Because every day I use this, every day I keep playing with it, every day, and it just gets to know me. So when you fill out your learn about me information, try to put as much detail in there as you want. But remember, whatever you put in here, it is going to use. So if there's parts of your story that you don't want it to have, don't put it in there. Okay. Think like me. Think like me is all the interests, favorite popular figures, favorite books and movies. This is going to help the AI have a voice that's closer to yours and to the meaning of what you want. And then write like me is where you kind of fine tune the things. So emojis, you see, I have them off the chart. Link that's actually in the middle. Even though Adrian calls me War and Peace because I have a lot of words, the AI actually had to tone it down because it even had too many words for me sometimes. Writing style, I put it a little bit more on the formal side. And here's a tip for you guys. If your AI ever goes a little rogue and it starts using some, language that you wouldn't normally use or some slang that you wouldn't normally use, that's what happened to me. All I did was I came in here and then I just put it to one click over to a little bit more formal. I hit save and boom, it was perfect. So these do pretty dramatic changes when you utilize them, right? Now, the last one down here that we never talk about enough, I want to sound like Oprah. That is a writing style. Maybe you want to sound like Eric Worre. Maybe you want to sound like Brene Brown. Maybe you want to sound like Mel Robbins, whatever it is. You put this in there and put the style descriptors in here, and it will actually pop up the words of what you want to sound like. So when I did the example for this of I want to sound like Oprah, the style descriptors that came up were she was inspirational, empathetic, conversational, uplifting, personal, story-driven, and reflective. All of those I like. Now, if there was any one that came up that I did not like, I could just click it off and save or add or change it to something else. And so, Brett, one thing that will happen is as you use the AI every single day and you give it a little bit more of your story and you ask it to write something, it's going to get to know you because it's recording all of that information. And over time, it's really going to start sounding like you. Like, seriously, I write and then I have this thing do it and I can't tell the difference anymore because it sounds so much like me. So I hope that was helpful, Brett. Let's see. All right. And let's do this real quick. And then Mike is going to kick me out. He's going to make me go to my next meeting, which he's doing an amazing job of keeping me on track. So thank you, Mike. All right. Coming over to Ray real quick, who says he has a short post. First of all, love your cover photo. Nebraska farmland, a great place to have grown up. Hi there. Just wanted to share a little inspiration from my journey of overcoming my shy and bashful Nebraska upbringing. Sometimes embracing boldness feels like skydiving, scary but thrilling. How's your week going? I would love to see a little bit more of your story of being shy in there. And two things I would recommend also. I would do two photos. I would redo this photo and make it a portrait instead of landscape with that, with a different statement on there of what does Nebraska have to do with success or something like that. A little bit more something that would grab somebody and then a picture of you. If the picture of you's on there, it's a connection. If I just see this, then I think, oh, well, you guys are the Huskers. No, 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 no. I'm a Hawkeye. I can't read that.
Thank you.
Had to throw that in there. All right. Videos. I'm going to recommend doing some. Let's do that tomorrow. Banner. Remember the banner on the video when you do it on Facebook, when you do Facebook Reel, and do your video up there, all you have to do is just type text, put the text on there, and then just put a background on it at the top and you'll have your banner, right? We showed that last week. If we get if you guys do video and you get stuck on that, let me know, we can show it again. But I'd love to see you guys do some videos today and then come back tomorrow and then see some of those videos that you did from your story that you did from your AI. Can everybody do that, or at least a few people do that? Yeah, got a couple volunteers. Yay! All right, Breezy, Audrey, Belinda, whoever else. Deborah will probably give us a great video. She does amazing videos. Love them. All right, so tomorrow we'll be back 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for my AI Live. If you have any questions, bring them. We'll do them. If you have a specific type of business or need a specific kind of post, bring that. We can always play together and show you how to do that here. And just thank you so much for being a part of this community. I'm so honored that I get to help you on your journey and that we get to do this together because this is a lot of fun. I love you guys. Have a great day. Feel free to unmute and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Hey,
Goodbye,
Love
beautiful.
that.
How are
Thank
you?
you. Incredible.
Thank you guys. Have a great day,
Have a
everybody.
great day.
Bye.
all right,
too.
all
See you
right.
soon.
Bye, Elizabeth.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Recording